This is Darryn Yates from the Mayhem Network. We are here at the Four Seasons Hotel in downtown St. Louis, Missouri. We are with a Granite City boy, Mr. Eric Wilkinson. He's part of the film A Fall from Grace. How you doing, Eric?
I'm good. Thank you very much. How about you?
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much again for your support with TMN and allowing us to interview Jennifer.
I appreciate you coming down. I think it's really important. Like, the big thing about this all has been, as I said to you before, is really. I want St. Louis to embrace this because I believe that it's not the first time that Hollywood's come to St. Louis. Of course, they've shot movies here and things of that nature, but I believe that this is the first time that St. Louis has actually played a character, like really, literally the backdrop of this movie. It's very, very specific to this city.
Yeah. So there's going to be some scenes on Shoto Island, the bridges, all kinds of different scenes in Granite, the St. Louis area, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's on the Illinois side there. The Chain of Rocks Bridge spans the Mississippi River, and it touches both on the Illinois side and the Missouri side. We were there today earlier, actually, but that bridge is really, I can't express it enough. That bridge is a genesis of this entire endeavor because I had a haunting experience. I was actually walking across it for something else, and I was at the midpoint, and I had this, chill up my spine, this haunting feeling, and I really, really couldn't place it, but it immediately caused me to have a fascination with that bridge. So I started reading about it and doing a lot of research on it because I was dead set on incorporating it into a movie and a screenplay of that nature. And I couldn't really use what the experience was. The experience was that two young women were murdered on that bridge in 1991. It was very, very unfortunate, the events that occurred that night, but they were raped and then pushed off the bridge by their assailants. And I had found that out, and I literally correlated that to the experience that I had, the haunting experience that I had. I knew that I couldn't necessarily go forth with that story because it's, true events. Right. So just to be respectful of the family and everything of that nature, I started making a different story. But the story did revolve around that bridge, and because it revolved around that bridge, it fed into other elements, and it suddenly just became this whole thing about St. Louis, the bridges. The killer burns his victims and leaves their bodies under the bridges near the Mississippi River. And the whole thing about this is that I knew when creating this that Jennifer Lynch, my producing partner David Michaels, and I had already established a relationship with her through her last American film, Surveillance, which starred Bill Pullman and Julia Ormond. Her father, David Lynch, executive produced that. That really, really was a rebirth for her, and I totally had her in mind the entire time to be the director for this film. I approached her with it. She originally declined. She didn't agree with the viewpoint of the killer, his motivation, his drive. But there were other things that she did connect to. And I took it on my own accord with my producer, David Michaels, to come out here, shoot these bridges, shoot this city, shoot this river, and took it back to her. And it made such an impression. The next thing you know, I locked her in as the director. She started rewriting the script. She's taken it to a whole new level, a whole new bar. But one thing it's seriously maintained throughout its entirety is that it's all St. Louis.
Well, it sounds like it's not only good to see the movie because there's stuff in it that we will all recognize setting-wise, but just a great story and a good thing to get out there. I mean,
yeah, and I can promise this, not to get too ahead of myself. Of course, we can't convey at this point who we're in talks with to star in the movie, but I can tell you this. At this point, with Jennifer's rebirth in her career, she's on fire, and with the material we have and the connections and the brilliance of David Michaels, we will have A-list talent starring in this movie. It's going to be great for the city. It's going to be great for the movie, and I hope that the whole world embraces it the way they've embraced other movies that Jennifer Lynch has made, but primarily, as I've said to all the locals here, I think it would be a real jazz for St. Louisans to watch a great movie and be able to actually see locations that they're very familiar with.
That's fantastic. So your exact title to the movie?
I'm a co-writer. I've co-wrote it with Jennifer Lynch. I'm producer, and I'm also going to be an actor in the movie.
Fantastic. Very cool. Well, we're definitely going to keep our fans abreast of what's going on with Fall from Grace.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Darryn.
And thank you so much, Eric, for allowing us to interview you guys and be a part of it.
Pleasure, man. We'll do more to come. More to come as we go.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys soon. We'll keep you updated on Fall from Grace.